Hi, this is David Clive with Deed Ventures, and today we're going to look at a property that's located in California. This property is in San Bernardino County, and it's approximately 20 acres of desert paradise. So let's take a look to get you familiar with the area. You have San Diego down here to the south, LA up here, and then you have Riverside and San Bernardino, which is just north of Riverside up here, and well, the name's not popping up, but it's this area right here, and yeah, this name's not popping up. And if you go out east, you'll hit Palm Springs, but this property is a little bit north of Palm Springs. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes or so from Palm Springs. And it's located right here. You kind of see this odd colored sand here, and that is where the property is located. So this is where the Cadiz evaporation ponds are, and the property is right near them. There's a giant aquifer in this area, so lots of underground water. Apparently it's like approximately the same amount of water as we have in Lake Mead, which is, I think, the largest reservoir in the US. So lots of underground water here, and they're kind of distilling salts in those reflection ponds. Lots of sand and dunes around here. We'll look at pictures in a second to kind of give you a feel for the area. And so if you just take the 62 from, anywhere like Palm Springs, or if you're coming from LA or San Bernardino, you just take the freeway out, pop up on the 62, you'll go past 29 Palms, and from 29 Palms, it'll be about 80 minutes or so to get to the property up here. So you take the 62 out and you turn off at this road right here where the reflection ponds are, and I'll have a map on my webpage. I'll have a link to my webpage to the product page in this video, so you can go and find it. Anyway, that's kind of the location of the property. Also, if you want to go out to like Lake Havasu over here, or there's a town Parker here, it's on the Colorado River. Both of those are about 2 hours-ish. You're also about 2 hours from Coachella. So, you're not super close to anything, but you're kind of in the middle of activity happening along the Colorado River and the stuff that goes on in the desert like Palm Springs area, or up in San Bernardino, which is a little less than 3 hours to get to from this spot. So it's a great spot, super quiet, great if you want to get away from it all and kind of be away from cell reception and just be out in the desert. And you just want to experience the peace, quiet, and tranquility of the desert. And with that, let's take a look at what the scenery is like around here. So these are just some random shots that people have posted of the nearby area, so you can get a feel for what it looks like, what some of the vegetation is like. And so here's an aerial shot to kind of give you a feel. Lots of sand dunes just north of the property. There's a giant sand dune area. It's all government land, a lot of government land around the property. And let's see, if I can get this to click. Nice sunset. The mountains around here change color throughout the day as the sun clocks across the sky. Here's someone, looks like they're camping out there. You can just park a chair. This is not too different from the property that I have listed, and check out the scenery in the mountains nearby. So let's just take one quick look at the topography here of the property, and as you can see, it's pretty flat. There's some rolling little sand dunes, and there's some shrubbery on the property, but generally speaking, it's fairly flat, and you get some nice views. If we look around, you kind of have mountains on every side, and it's really flat until you hit the mountains, so that allows you to really see them and get great views. So with that, let's look at maps. So the property is located right here, right about here, and it's next to the Sheephole Valley Wilderness, which is a great outdoor area. This doesn't show the Sand Dune Park, but the Sand Dune Park is right here, just north of the property. It's just a couple miles from the property. And then if you drive back down to connect to the 62, on the other side of the 62, you have Joshua Tree National Park, which has lots of bouldering, rock climbing. I used to go out there camping and shooting, just target shooting. So kind of a fun area, lots of great desert activities going on around here, lots of outdoor stuff, off-road stuff, great things to do, kind of fun things to see. As I mentioned earlier, here's the town of Parker, and it's got a cool dam that you can go check out. So that kind of gives you a feel for the area. Taking a little bit more time than planned for this, but let's take a look at what the market is like nearby. So San Bernardino County is geographically massive. So looking at the county as a whole, this gives you an idea of kind of the cheapest parcels that are in a range of 15 to 25 acres that are listed on Zillow. And the next closest one is $5,000 for 20 acres. And let's look, there's not much out here to the east. There's one that's kind of nearby where this property is listed for $8,000. There's another one up here listed for $5,000. So that kind of gives you a feel for what properties are going for, and this is on the low end, the cheapest, listed cheapest, most expensive. And then from there you can see they get a little bit more expensive, and as you get into town, they get more and more expensive. But if we look at the whole county, there aren't very many properties that are below 10,000. So we have a total of 200 homes, or probably more than that, but 200 that Zillow has listed for this search. And you hit 10,000 before you're even done with the first page. So this property is being listed for probably like half what similar properties are being listed for, maybe less than half. So great deal, great opportunity to pick it up at a discount. And with that, if you have any questions or anything, please visit my webpage and check out the product listing. I list most of the information I know about the product there. I post things to YouTube before I get my properties listed everywhere else. So if you want to first dibs, subscribe to my channel and you'll see the properties first. And I think that's about it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll be a buyer.